I think it's time, being it Thursday. We brought that man right there. That's Dan Henninger, Wall Street Journal editorial board guy. Question: does AOC cause problems for the incoming Biden team?
She undoubtedly will cause problems, as she always does, Stuart. But fasten your seatbelt on that chair you're sitting in, Stuart, because I'm about to agree with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I listened to your commentary, and I agree that it is time for Nancy Pelosi to go, and Jim Clyburn as well. These people are in their 80s. They're not even baby boomers. It's time to move on to the next generation. Having said that, I would also suggest that Chuck Schumer call his fundraisers, because AOC is coming straight at him in 2 years. Having said that...
Is that accurate? Dan, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I've heard this before, the idea that AOC really has her mind set on the United States Senate, and she wants Chuck Schumer's seat. Is that for real?
Well, she said one more interesting thing in that podcast, which is that she herself didn't think she was ready to be Speaker of the House because she said, you know, the House is Representatives is more complex than she imagined. It's a very complicated place. You know what? That's true. The Senate is a lot less complicated place. And I think she's probably deciding that if she has a future in politics, it is more likely to be in the Senate than buried in the House of Representatives. Having said that, I think that what she is going to do is she could indeed become an ally rather than an opponent of the Biden administration on the issue of climate and climate change and doing something about climate. Because I do think, Stuart, that what we're beginning to see emerge here is the Biden presidency is going to be a climate presidency. A lot of these cabinet picks, I think, are being done because of people who are publicly on board for doing regulatory actions directed at the climate. Pete Buttigieg, Jennifer Granholm, Gina McCarthy at EPA. And so that is one of, as you know, AOC is the author of the Green New Deal. And although Biden will probably never go as far as she would like, I think she's going to try to rally people on behalf of Joe Biden's climate policies, which are going to be expensive for the American people.
Yes, but they can be done. Climate policies can be pursued without getting a vote in the Senate or the House. They can be pursued administratively. You change the rules on emissions, for example. You can do that without going to Congress. So that's where you think the thrust is.
Yeah, and you know, you can do it through regulatory actions, which he intends to do, Biden intends to do, and AOC, using her presence on social media, Instagram, can create or try to create public support on the left for those actions, and she can create support in the media for those actions, which is, again, as I say, businesses that are burdened with higher regulatory costs, the energy industry, all of this will pass through to higher costs for the American consumer. And but that's something that clearly AOC and it looks like Joe Biden very much want to do in the next 4 years.
It's not going to be popular. Watch out for those 2022 elections. There you go. Hey, Dan, thanks for joining us. Merry Christmas to you, young man. See you later.
Same to you, Stuart.
Thank you.